Hello and welcome back to a Von Bites video. Hopefully you guys are doing good. It is Saturday as I'm recording this, so hopefully your week went well and nothing bad happened. But anyway, how are you guys doing? How have you been? Week 4. I'm not going to keep numbering every time I upload a video, I swear. I guess I'm just proud of myself that I am uploading videos and being consistent about it. Anyway, today on the docket, I will be drawing something for merMAY, which is the first time I've ever done anything for the month, because I was invited for a collab by a lovely friend who I will talk about shortly. But yeah, let's get into some music and then into my yapping. Also, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe because it helps push me into the algorithm. Okay, bye. Alrighty, so I was invited to do a merMAY collab by my lovely friend Lady Nefili. I will have her links in the description. She is a sweet artist and a streamer, art streamer in particular. But please, games on the side as well. Please check her out. Her art is ethereal. She's scrumptious, she's sweet. She's all the good things that you would want in a content creator. But anyway, she got a few of us artists together to do a merMAY piece, but it's a color wheel, which I think is a really cool concept. So basically each artist has their own color that they chose, and we're all gonna be oriented in a circle pattern, like a color wheel. So I, of course, am red, and yeah, I'll be so real. It took me a while to get out of the ugly phase when I was making this piece. I would say probably up until I started cleaning up the line work. Maybe, no, right when I got the eyes down, which you'll see later, that's when it started to come together. But even at the beginning, you see the poses took me a second to get it. And then once I found one to use, I still tweaked it like crazy because some didn't seem right, the angles weren't right, all that fun stuff. But once I got out of the ugly phase, it started to come around, and I would say this is a very fun piece. I am very proud of it. It looks great. And again, by the way, I'm sorry that I say and a lot. I don't cut it out because I just don't care to, but whatever. If I get really big, maybe I'll think about cutting out my ums and ahs. But it just is, it is what it is. When I'm thinking, it comes out because I'm like, whatever. Anyway. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with the piece. You'll kind of see my process as you do here of me working through the sketches and moving proportions and all that, because I don't draw mermaids, for one. But two, obviously it's still like, it's similar to like a normal human body, like the way you think about how to make the hips, I guess you call them. But it didn't really make sense still because the torso area, there's no leg, there's no like pelvis or that kind of thing to separate where your thighs are. So the first pose that I did, where because I had the idea to have Vaughn laying on her stomach, quote unquote, and like having one hand on her chin and like, you know what I mean? And so that was what that first initial sketch was before I even was recording. But then when I was trying to do it, it just looked stupid. I'm like, she's like a snake or something. So then I was like, oh, let me make it like her leaning on her arm, while she's on her back essentially, which also looked weird for some reason, like when I was trying to sketch it out, but I made it work in the end. Another thing that really made me mad was the arm that I was trying to do, where it was leaning, like she's leaning on the arm. For some reason, I just could not get it to look how I wanted to look at all. So down later on, you'll see that I just completely scrapped that arm idea and just did a different arm, which also made me mad because I hate doing hands. It's the bane of my existence. But I made it work. She's serving. I think she looks great. Also, you don't see it now, but there's a little cameo at the end. And so part of the issue also that I ran into when I was drawing her was it's a part of a color wheel. So she needs to represent that color. And I had posted a work in progress in the channel, and someone asked me, is your color supposed to be black or red? And I said, okay, cool. So that lets me know that I don't have enough of the color if someone doesn't know what color I'm supposed to represent. So I went back in on the drawing board, and I had an idea that I had scrapped at first. We're not at this point yet in the video, but on the base of her tail, towards her torso, I added a red gradient to show red, obviously, and gradients into the black of her tail, and the rest of the tail was black. I didn't like how that looked for some reason, so I scrapped it and moved it to the end of the tail instead. And then it was black the rest of the way. And that's when someone made a comment about the color. So I brought back the gradient on the base to show more red, and that worked out really well. I think I was just second guessing myself because I hadn't fully finished that area. So when I just had the red on there, it didn't look right to me. But yeah, that was a good choice on my end to show that, yes, I am red, even though black is my secondary color. Also, the species of mermaid, I guess that's a very loose way to say that. She's a shark mermaid. I had made a piece months ago of my quote-unquote persona, which I made a video on, actually. I'll post it. But I spun a wheel to figure out what species my persona was going to be, and it shark won. So I made me a shark sona, so I will post this drawing here. So I just took bits and bobs from that and incorporated it into my mermaid, because why not? Literally, what else would I have used? Plus I think sharks are cool as heck, so why not? The ears I put are just loosely inspired by just what people would typically do for fishy kind of humanoid ears. But I kind of like how they turned out, because it reminds me of a vampire, which is what Vaughn is, so it was a cute little nudge in that direction, but still fish-like. That was part of the reason why too, like, shark would be perfect, because not that sharks are vampires, obviously, but like, I think sharp teeth, they are quote-unquote like dangerous. I mean, they are, but you know what I mean, like there's an association there somewhere for vampires and sharks, and the red coloring too with blood and all that. So I think all that kind of tied together to work really well in my favor. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say. Like, you see the piece coming out. I definitely talked about all of it pretty early on in this video, so you'll see the process, the lovely colors the blending that I use rather, and the color choice. I think it came out really good, and yeah, I love it. I honestly do. I did not think when I was invited to this collab, like, I didn't know what I was gonna do necessarily, like, and I'm pretty late, quote unquote, to doing it. I say late, like, we're still within the month, so it's not a big deal, and a lot of people haven't started either. But usually when I put my mind to something and I get a good pose down, I can finish it pretty quickly. Like, this took me about on and off time, probably 3-4 hours of figuring out things and finagling with my camera, which I will talk about in just a moment. But yeah, piece was great, love it, enjoy the process. But let's talk about things besides the piece. So the thing that trumped me in making this video was the recording process, because I was doing some research from the last time I made a video about shutter speeds and all that fun stuff, so that when I'm recording my iPad, you don't see the lines, essentially, the striations, or whatever you want to call them, the shutter speed of the camera I'm using versus the screen, I guess. And so I found an app to use that you can control the shutter speed. So I was like, okay, perfect. You can tweak a lot of things in the app. It all works out. Like, cool. The issue was, and for some reason my phone doesn't do this when I'm using the regular camera. By the way, it's an iPhone. It's my old iPhone that I used to have, that I used to record most of the time, unless I have to bring in my current phone to do it as well. But anyway, so when I use the regular built-in camera that it has, I don't run into the issue of it overheating. I mean, it gets hot, but it's not telling me that's overheating, and it's not stopping my recording. But for some reason, when I'm using the app to record, it will overheat and stop recording. So after like 30 minutes, maybe, it will stop recording, and I will be like frustrated because that's eating into my time to do this, where I have to sit here and wait for my phone to cool down to then to record a video. So that was annoying, first off, even though the app was really good. So I have to figure that out. If I can, I don't know. The other thing that really ticked me off was the moving the parts on my computer. Something I've been stumbling with, which I don't really talk about it, but moving content from my phone to my computer has been very annoying. I'll plug it in via USB, and sometimes USB doesn't want to work. It works, but it doesn't work, and so it takes forever. But then I have a little USB-C drive that I got years ago, but I forget that my old iPhone is a Lightning, so I had to buy a converter, but that didn't work either. So it's like, cool, I have to use all kinds of ways to transfer the video. And then because of the overheating problem, I had to use my current iPhone to record some footage too, so that way I can not be just stalled for 30 minutes. And then transferring that was also annoying. So there's a lot of annoying things in getting the footage here. So I hope you guys like the footage and you like the art, because oh my god, was it annoying. I will find a process to do this. Unless, look, I don't know if people use like actual cameras to record this stuff. If they do, I would love to know. I don't have the money to buy an actual nice camera, but if this were to blow up and become a part-time job for me or career or whatever, then I definitely would invest into using a regular, I don't know what you call it right now, regular camera, like a physical camera, to record these, and just pop the SD card or whatever and just do that. That'd probably be very, very nice, thinking about it now. But thankfully, phones have good cameras too, so it's not like, my stuff looks bad. It's just the process of transferring that makes it very annoying. Which I guess is partially on me for that, because apparently, I didn't buy the right thing to use my little USB drive to transfer it. It was $6. I thought it was gonna work because it's literally just a Lightning to USB-C converter. Nope, I guess it's too cheap to transfer data of any sort because it doesn't detect my drive, so whatever. But yeah, I just had to complain because of course you gotta complain about something in one of these videos to feel relatable to everyone. But if someone comes across this video who happens to record their art physically, whether it be traditional or otherwise, and you do use a phone of some sort, preferably iPhone, if you do have any suggestions as far as settings that you use, what do you use to record, what app, and transferring data, let me know, because I would love to know. I feel like I try Googling this once a week and I don't get the information that I need, because it's such a weird way to ask the question, how do you record an iPad? Physical, like it just doesn't lend to proper answers, which is a bummer. But yeah, definitely let me know. Also, once again, I will ask every video, if you have any video suggestions, let me know what you've been cooking on, what you would like me to do. Since I'm going so strong, I think I have a good momentum finally going. I have a slight habit building up. I'm getting excited to make a video too, and I think part of that is because they've been doing pretty well from considering my standards. Obviously it's like quote unquote low views comparatively, but I mean, like the last video I uploaded, it got a burst of views at the beginning and then it kind of died off, but like it was cool to see like it was quickly like getting traction, and to me that's a good sign of consistency working in my favor, hopefully, fingers crossed. I can only hope and pray, but I'm having fun making the videos, so I don't feel too bad if it doesn't do as well. But it seems like you guys are liking it, and it seems like it's reaching out to some edges of the internet, because when I check the analytics, excuse me, it says that most of the viewers are new people, so that's good. It's just a matter of keeping those new people in and subscribing and looking at my other content as well, just kind of feed into the, oh, I like this person, I want to stick around kind of thing. I'm still learning, of course, how to upload properly and what tags to use and stuff like that, and using short form content to my advantage. Also, speaking of that, I had made a short of the piece I made last week. I was so stupid. I goofed up and I did double audio. I was so annoyed because shorts, like once you upload it, a lot of the time they get like a big burst of views like immediately, and so I was like, shoot, I uploaded this and there's double audio, and it's embarrassing. It is what it is. lesson learned. But yeah, that was fun. So for this piece, when I upload short form, hopefully I don't goof that up and don't fuck it up. But yeah, anyway, I think I've been talking for like 14 minutes. Let's play a little bit more music and then get to an outro. Oh, I just realized the last thing that I wanted to mention was I also need help with color balance. Because of my lighting, it's kind of dim, and so I guess the lighting changes frequently. And so I was trying to balance the color to make it look how I want it to look. And man, is it annoying because the color turns out more yellow than I want to, but then when I try to change the hue, it doesn't seem to work how I want it to. So if you have tips for that, I use DaVinci Resolve, by the way, then let me know. But anyway, this is the outro. Thanks so much for watching another video of mine. If you've gotten this far into the video, I would like you to tell me what your favorite fruit is. For me, it's kiwi. I love a good kiwi. I feel like it's underrated as heck. But yeah, whatever your favorite fruit is, let me know in the comments. Again, this is my way to see who's getting here, you know, because you can't skip to here because you wouldn't know it. Unless you read the transcript, which case, well, cool, I guess. But yeah, that's about it. You guys have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good Labor Day, I think. I've been mixing up Memorial Day and Labor Day like every single time. Whatever the holiday is on Monday, enjoy it if you're off from work. If you're not off from work, well, have a good day at work. You're making money either way. So everyone take care, and I will talk to you guys next week. Mwah. Bye guys. To interject here to say thank you to my Ko-Fi supporters. I've been working on that, and one of the suggestions I got were to read them off in videos, so I'm gladly gonna do that. First of all, thank you to my top simp tier supporter, which is my lovely boyfriend. It's Frosta. I love you very much, baby. Thank you. Next is going to be my ankle biter tier, which is Risky and Coltbroke. Thank you so much for supporting me here as well. And then I have my 3 GB flashbats. That's going to go to Sam. Thank you so much for supporting me. And then lastly are my little baby bats. I have Bakotel TV, Mini Chan, and of course Pluki. You guys make my world go around. I appreciate you guys supporting me monthly and continue to do so even after me shutting it down for the moment. Thank you guys so much. Give you a big old hug. And if anybody else wants to support me via Ko-Fi, I would greatly appreciate it. Currently, I'm not producing any artwork for it as I'm taking a break, but if you do still want to support me monthly regardless, because I will still be making these videos, then feel free to check out a link in the description. Okay, actually now, bye guys. See you later.